going, guys? Back with another video for you here. This will tie into my volume analysis videos when we talk about spread and all that stuff. This is an indicator I use as often as I remember. But the more and more I look at it, the more and more I like it. It's 11 o'clock a.m. Buying and selling volume. Volume instead of just having the bars that are green or red at the bottom, you can add this indicator. It's called buying, selling volume, and it tells you, or it tries to tell you, which part of the candle sell volume, which part of the candles buy volume. And I think it does this by tracking market orders. But this will give you a really good idea of what I've been talking about in the other videos about how a candle is participated. Look at this here, and these crosshairs are lined up on each chart. So you see it here, and you also see it here. Okay, so just look on this when I'm looking here, be looking here and here at the same time. So look at how much buy volume was in this candle and a teeny tiny little bit of sell volume. And you can see that's a big green candle. So you got effort and result out of it. On the other side of it, the next candle is still a green candle, but it has a wick at the top. And why is that? Because sellers, they were pretty much even in this bar. Okay, does that make sense? So it shows you that whatever one's on top, that's who really controlled the bar. So even though this bar is green, you can see that the sellers were really prevalent in this bar. And if you look at the tops, the shaded areas show you what the full bar would look like. So this should look like one of these bars down here. But look how much more clarity you get. Let me bring this up here. Let's add this volume to its own pane so we can show you a little bit better. Here we go. So look at this. Let's go back to right here. Let's look at this big red bar here. Big red bar right here. Okay, you see that? That bar is this bar right here. So you can see how the sellers dominated this bar. Only a little bit of green, a little bit of aggressive buying was in this bar. Let's see if we can see what happened to price on this bar. No, don't change it. Just take me out of there. Look at this. Look at this tiny ass red bar. Yeah, it was red, but look how much energy the sellers put in. Look how much energy the sellers put in. If we take this bar right here, we take this and we bring it here, and then we just copy it. Let's just copy it up. Let's see how many this bar is. That's one, that's two, that's three, almost to the T. So 3 times as much sell market orders went into this bar as did buy orders. Okay? You guys see that? 3 times. And this is what they were able to produce with it right here. This little tiny red bar right there. Does that make you feel good about how being on the bear side right now? No, it shouldn't, because they put in a lot of effort, got a tiny spread, and then what happened? Next, they took over. You guys see that? The Bulls took over after that. Okay? So just something else that you could use to kind of visualize this. But the more that you can think about what happened inside of a candle, how the both sides are represented, did one even participate, the better that your trading is going to be, because you can have a big participation in a small spread and it's not going to mean anything for you. So let's look at this here. You got the same thing happening here. Look at this bar right here. See how it's got a lot more selling? We can do the same thing we just did with the other one. Let's go here. This bar. And then we'll just copy this all the way up. Let's make it a different color so we can see it. No. Let's make it black and make it a little less opaque. And then we'll just drag this up here. Oh, come on. Sorry, I got an ice cream cone in my hand, my other hand. I'm being fat right now. Just drag this up here. It's looking like it's about 4 times the volume. So they put in 4 times the volume as the buyers, but this was a red candle. You see that? But you can see that the sellers weren't that dominant in this candle. Okay, they were 4 times less dominant than the buyers. So what would you expect at a resistance or at a support area? You would see buyers stepping in. You would expect the price to rise, and that's what we're getting right now. Okay. So while this looks like, I mean, you could have found out about it here too. You could have looked at this and said, okay, they put in more volume than they ever put in before on the sell side, and the candle didn't move anywhere. So you can get the same information, but here you can really see the detail 4 times as much. Okay. So I hope that was helpful. This was my first short video. Look at me. All right. See you guys later. Peace.